You know what's crazy? I look up the word etymology for fascism, and it comes from the word fascismo. Originates from the Italian word fascismo, which emerged in 1920 to describe a political movement. The word itself derived from the Latin fasces, a bundle of rods that symbolize authority in ancient Rome. And like, if you know the cards in Italy, they have the three sticks together, tied together, and there's different ones, but often carried by lictors as representation of the power of magistrates. The historical context reflects the authoritarian nature of the ideology, which was notably adopted by Benito Mussolini. So, if you think a man who is our president, President Trump, is comparable to Mussolini, and you call him a fascist and a Nazi, do you know what fascists and Nazis do? They execute and murder people. They they don't do anything else to you. They'll put you in extreme labor until you die. That's how they did it back in the day. If you want to know the true origin of Auschwitz, Auschwitz wasn't a concentration camp. Look up IG Farben and IG Auschwitz. IG Auschwitz was a 18 square kilometers of factories where they used slave labor to do everything that they wanted, from materials to clothing to fake rocket programs and everything. It was all slave labor and it was all contracted. That's why they tattooed every one of their slaves. My family, I'm Polish, alright? I'm 50-50. Polish, Italian, and American. Born in America. Thank God. So you're going to tell me that our president, who loves our country, who protects our troops, who is trying to protect the Constitution, you guys don't even know what is written in the Declaration of Independence, what is written in the Constitution, the first 10 amendments. You don't know the Magna Carta before all of that, and you want to compare our president to Nazis and fascism? No, you guys are wrong. If it was fascism and Nazism, you wouldn't be able to walk in the streets and tell your supposed king, you call him a king. What the hell? Like, you look so silly walking around in the street with a Trump shirt and a Trump sign telling him how much you hate him. Like I said earlier, there was a Trump impersonator in the streets. It was hilarious. He was like, "It's been a great day. Feels like a Macy's Day Parade for Donald Trump. You know, got so many supporters out here. It's excellent." I don't know what he said. It's brilliant, beautiful. It was beautiful. It was hilarious. Like, that's what you guys look like. And then I asked my friend also about the being in a detention center, in the Immigration's Customs Detention Center. He said the immigration detention centers in America are like Ritz-Carlton hotels. Where he was, he said it was one giant room, no walls, just one giant room, and everyone had their own little spot where they had to sit depending on their race or what gang they were affiliated with, and then they separated certain people, and then they had like they called the foreigners, what tribe or whatever, I don't know, over there it's different, but, and then there was like a foreign section where there was just a bunch of foreign people, and he said he had to sit in that one little square, he couldn't leave it, no bed, no nothing, you just sleep there. If you're able to get money and order your own food, then you can order extra food. But if not, you eat like once a day, and it's just rice and maybe some vegetables. But he said just rice every day, just a little portion of rice, a little bowl, and they put it in the middle and they distribute it. And he said they're pretty fair about sharing the food. The gangs don't fight each other, but because they're on constant lockdown, and there's guards with M16s that'll just shoot you if you get in a fight. Like, you're not just sitting at a Ritz-Carlton hotel ICE detention facility, you know what I mean? And you got terrorists outside of these, what I call Ritz-Carltons. They're not just out deporting anyone just hey, give me your papers. If it was Nazi fascism, they would be going around the streets and just going up to anyone. No, they have targeted. They know who they are, where they are, how long they've been here, why they're here illegally, what crimes they've committed, and those are the people they're trying to get out of here. But they're using the media and these stupid women on television on The View. I don't know how the hell their show is still on. That's the problem with America. You got bored housewives that have nothing to do. Then we'll go to what you say, a form of political behavior marked by obsessive preoccupation with community decline, humiliation, or victimhood, and by compensatory cults of unity, energy, and purity in which mass-based party of committed nationalist militants working like these are just, that's what Nazis do. Yeah, Nazis would come in and round you up and kill you. No, you guys are walking around in the streets freely, protesting. Stay off of federal property. Go protest in your community and find out which one of your corrupt politicians are getting paid to screw you over. Not hate the greatest leader that you've ever seen in your lifetime. You guys have no common sense. These freaking stupid people. You don't know what fascism is. You don't know about concentration camps and slave labor. Slavic nations, that's why we were contracted for. They call us Slavic because we were the original slaves for IG Farben. Alright? So don't tell me about our president is a fascist. You don't even have the attention span to watch more than a 15-second clip on TikTok or fucking YouTube, Instagram, whatever. You're gonna tell me your opinion. You don't have your own opinion. Your opinion is stemmed from someone who was taught to hate this country, and their propaganda has infiltrated your mind. Alright? You guys need to go back to your roots and love this country. Alright? I got my American flag in the middle because I'm American. I'm Polish and Italian, alright? So, it's just the way it is. You got a problem with it, you need to go do some more research. Not his story, not these bullshit propaganda textbooks that you've been taught. Go learn about the ancient world and how it really existed. And the truth about IG Farben, IG Auschwitz, Rockefeller. I would recommend go buy the book. The mainstream, what's it called? The mainstream modern myths of the medical mafia and the mainstream media that manufactured them, modern myths of the mainstream media and the something. I'll tell you all about it. By Ty Bollinger. That's the book you should go get. Modern myths of the what the hell is it called? Monumental. That's what it's called. It's called Monumental Myths. That orange book right there. Monumental myths of the modern medical mafia and the mainstream media and the multitude of lying liars that manufactured them. Go find that book and read it. And you can learn how this world really works. You can read all these books. Have a nice day. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are freaking literally. That's the problem. People are believing what they're saying. Like, they can round you up to go protest for nothing. For what? What are you talking about? You have no opinion that really matters. You're a programmed, useful idiot. I hate to say it. I'm just trying to be nice. Because I could cuss you out. That's not very nice. So, why don't you turn off your TV and don't watch any TV and go research and learn. Go read documents, go watch documentaries, go watch the interviews, go watch the podcasts, go watch the whole freaking press conference, the whole everything. Alright? That's enough for one day. Just think about being good, and having a good night, because that's what you should do. It's better for you. Peace.